Hello, this is your host Dumont, and welcome to a very exciting edition because today I am going to interview my partner in crime, fellow Bakugan toy reviewer, TheBleakReaper. By the end of this interview, you will get to know TheBleakReaper. You'll know everything about him. It might even inspire you to make some Bakugan reviews of your own. You might learn a few things. Either way, just sit back and have fun. Now, to do this interview, basically what I did was I came up with a whole bunch of questions and I emailed it to him and he wrote back, he responded back, and I got the email, and he knows that I'm doing this, so I'm not tricking him into it or anything. So that's how I'm just going to read through what he responded. Okay, he apologizes, and I apologize myself that we could not do it live or through camera, but we're just far away, and this turned out to be the best way to do it. But he was kind enough to send us some very, very interesting pictures of him where he's actually wearing a Halloween mask. Okay, age and location. I am 15 and I live in southern United States. What do you do? I am in high school and I play guitar. Where did you get your username and what does it mean? I've always had interest in the Grim Reaper and Reapers in general. I love the symbolism that comes from the Angel of Death. So I made my own Reaper and I wrote a story a while ago about him. The Bleak Reaper is the Grim Reaper's apprentice, and bleak means cold or without hope or encouragement. He is bleak because when his soul belonged to a human body, he was very depressed, and when he died, he devoted his soul to do the one thing he wanted, to reap and get his revenge. Moving on, next question, what got you into Bakugan? My friend had a few, and I was interested, so he gave me a Darkest B1 Dragonoid, and I got into it pretty fast. Now I have every Bakugan from the first season, and I'm trying to find the new ones. Why do you do Bakugan reviews? I got the idea from Dumont, and he inspired me to do this because I had read comments on his videos, and I had realized that many people like this sort of thing. I like doing reviews on anything anyway, so I said, what the heck, let's give this a try, and it's been beneficial. I've met some pretty neat people, and I'm glad I started. What do you think of Bakugan compared to other toys? I like Bakugan over many other toys because they're not just toys, they're a game. They're collectibles, and they just look and work cool. What other toys do you like? I like McFarlane collectibles, and I build models. Although they're not much of toys, I think they fit this question. Name some Bakugan that you really, really like. Metal Fencer, Delta Dragonoid, Alpha Hydronoid, and Reaper. What do your friends think of you into Bakugan? The friends that know about it, they don't really mind. They know I don't play with them, that I just collect them, and they think they're pretty neat. Your favorite food? I prefer German and Italian food. I'd name specific foods, but there's a lot. LOL. What do you think of your Bakugan collection? It's pretty big. I have a lot of Bakugan that are the main attributes, and I am pretty satisfied with my collection. Now, I just have to get the Season 2s. What do you think is the next step Spin Master should do? Get organized. They have too many mistakes and they don't tell us anything. They need to fix their problems. If you could direct a Bakugan movie, how do you see it? Mwahahaha. I'd make it CGI and I'd make it as realistic as possible, kind of like the Alien and Predator movies. Let's just say grown men would think it would be awesome. What do you say to someone who is interested but know nothing about Bakugan? I'd help them start off and teach them about rules, attributes. I'd also direct them to Bakugan Buzz, the greatest Bakugan database and forum that I know. Describe your fantasy ultimate Bakugan. I would like to have a basilisk Bakugan that can change form. For people that do not know exactly what a basilisk is, it is a serpent/dragon type creature that can change form into any creature. If you were transported to Vestroia, the Bakugan homeworld, what would you do? I would see the Bakugan creatures and then I'd probably roll on the ground with endless happiness because Bakugan are awesome and I always wanted to see the creatures in real life, especially dragons. LMAO. If you were an anime character, how would you dress? How would you look like? What weapons would you have, if any? And any powers? If you have ever heard of or played the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, if you haven't, look it up. I would be dressed in either Daedric armor, and I would be a Daedra god wielding a custom long sword. Or I would be a Reaper dressed in a dark cloak wielding a scythe, and I'd be able to be invisible and I could walk on water. If you were an RPG character, what would you be? A knight, cause I like knight armor and such. What do you think of Cubing Idiot's videos? They are very entertaining and I appreciate the Bakugan he picks to review. What do you think of Nurse Ion's videos? Nurse Ion's videos are awesome because she sees the cuteness of Bakugan and she describes some points in Bakugan that you may never think of. Example, the bow on top of Juggernaut's head. Personal opinions are what make reviews and she expresses hers in every one of her videos. What do you think of Dumont's videos? Funny as hell. Not to mention his videos inspired me. Dumont is very good at finding likable details and good traits in Bakugan, even some that people hate. All of Dumont's videos get 5 out of 5 and is suspenseful waiting for new ones from him because they're so good. Man, people are going to think that I wrote that part. Okay, next question. Are there any other person's Bakugan videos that you enjoy? I like Zing Getcho's and Bakugan Collector X's videos. Both people are very awesome. List some of your favorite anime of all time. Bleach has to be one of my favorites, and I also like Inuyasha. List some of your favorite superheroes of all time. My favorite superhero of all time would have to be Master Chief from Halo. List some of your favorite supervillains of all time. Definitely Carnage and Venom from Spider-Man. List some of your favorite movies of all time. The Mist, Cloverfield, The Happening, Halloween, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Strangers, My Bloody Valentine, and One Missed Call. List some of your favorite music of all time. Slipknot, Hollywood Undead, Bullet for My Valentine, Black Sabbath, Guns N' Roses, 303, Metallica. And if I go on, this list will be too big. List some of your favorite games of all time. Halo 3, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, BioShock, and Ace Combat 6. What are your pet peeves? Things that you can't stand. Relationship drama. People talking behind my back. People who think they can fight over the internet. Screechy noises, just to list a few. What do you look for in a girl? Nice hair, preferably scene style, eyes, nice smile, slim body, nice personality. The closest celebrity that you look like. People say I look like Justin Long and Keanu Reeves when I have short hair, which I do not have at the moment. Your ideal car. Lamborghini Reventon, straight up. What can people expect from your videos? Good details, nice reviews, casual, less serious style. What direction will you be taking your videos, or what do you have planned in the future for? I'm not really sure. I'm not going to be a partner with this channel though. I don't think it'd qualify. Any words for your subscribers? Thank you very much. I do this for you, and you guys are awesome. So, that concludes the interview with TheBleakReaper. I hope you enjoyed it. Now you get to know a little bit of the person behind the videos.